Hello everyone, welcome back to the Jack and Oscar channel, and you already know what's going on. We're back on the road to 10 countries in a row. Jack is trying to beat GeoWizard, who back years and years ago got a 10-country streak after 19 episodes. Jack's PB so far, what is it again, Jack?
That's 5, Oscar.
5 countries, guys. It was so crazy. In episode 2, he managed to beat episode 1, which is already crazy in my opinion. Let's see if we can beat 5 today.
Yeah, we will see, but I don't know. Just like episode 1 and episode 2, 5 might have been a bit of a fluke, so we will see.
There were some favorable rounds, but this map does have a lot of favorable rounds inside it.
Here we are for round number 1. It's one of them rounds where I'm feeling scared already and I'm looking for the sun. Okay, so we have white lines, which is a bit scary because prior to that, I would have probably been thinking over here.
Okay.
The round 1's always a kind of a lack of pressure because I'm not worried about losing a big streak.
That's
so
also true, yeah.
I may just lock somewhere in. And at the minute, I'd be thinking somewhere like Spain based on this. No, we're taking... It's just... Ooh! Alright, and then this confirms that it's Europe or South Africa, I believe you told me last episode. Because we have this little strip right there. And the car is blue. Does that tell me anything? I think that just tells me that it's new coverage, right? Yeah, let's just go Spain. I have a streak of 0. It's early doors. Let's see what happens.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Jack. Okay, you remembered everything. You pretty much knew that it was going to be a right-hand drive country, but you could also use the back tab to determine which side of the road you're driving on.
Ah, yeah. So I don't necessarily need to rely on other traffic. Yeah, that's a great point.
Now you got that new tech.
Ooh, okay. Very different round. Ooh, gosh, this is a strange one. Look at this. Ooh, that's a nice kind of aqua blue that we have. Obviously, it's not English, but I feel like there was a rule about... Maybe I've made this up, but something about countries that have Arabic signs not having Arabic stop signs, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know where I'm getting that from. The sun is right on the east, so can't get any help there. I have this little bollard, but this doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah, it's not even a bollard, I would say.
That definitely doesn't look like it's Arabic from this distance. I don't know. It feels like it could be... maybe this region of Chile. Yeah, I guess that would line up with this being Spanish. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I don't know. Let's see. Let's have a look. Yes!
Wait,
Very
2
nice.
hard rounds in a row, actually.
Well, maybe the rest of the video will be easy.
I have 2 fun mnemonics for you on this one. It says pare on the stop sign here.
Yep.
So you only see this in South America. Pare is all of South America and Brazil. So even though Brazil is a different language, they also say pare for whatever reason. Interestingly enough, in Central America, they switch it up. Even though they're still Spanish, they do alto instead. Did you ever sing on a choir in your life? Or, do you know anything about it?
No, I never did sing in a choir.
Well, basically, in a choir, altos, that's some of the women, are the altos. They sing high. So high in Latin America is alto, which is Mexico and Guatemala and those countries, which are on, of course, the northern part of the country. And then pare is the rest. Also like alto, altitude, higher up, you know? Number 2, you notice we have white center lines here. So interestingly, most countries in South America will do the yellow in the middle. However, Chile and sometimes Argentina and Uruguay will do those. These 3 countries are also the countries with the highest proportion of European ancestry, so the most white people. So I feel like that actually coincidentally lines up really nicely.
Okay. All right. It's not a bad start.
Bro, this was a great guess. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's move into round number 3. Oh, what's with these rounds, Oscar?
They've not been easy.
What's this? What's this road? That's not a road. It's a path.
It does smell like GG a little bit, but let's see.
Oh no. There isn't a car, so I'm not getting any clues there. My goodness. Where's the sun? Oh, it's right in the west. Of course it is. What am I looking at there? Are they like little boats on a street? Or are they like allotments or something?
I think it's a graveyard.
Oh, really? That is totally different to what I was thinking. There's a little bit of red there. In desperation, I'm hoping it's a flag. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a Vietnam flag. Maybe I'll just go Vietnam. I mean, there's the palm trees and that kind of thing. Is there anything I can take in? Quite a bit of litter. He's going Vietnam, and I'm just getting it over with.
Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
We saw it coming. We saw it coming.
Okay, but there is something really nice. Malaysia and Indonesia. Have you heard about Sumatra, where all the orangutans live and their habitat's being cut down?
Yes, I have heard of that.
That is kind of what's happening here. We're just off the coast of Sumatra and we have the oil palm plantation. These palms that were next to us on the other side, these are oil palms. And you can tell oil palms because they're kind of short and they have this like green ferns growing on them, on the actual trunk. Can you see that? Like zoom in. Yeah.
Oh, these bits.
Yeah, they have like green ferns growing on them for whatever reason. So they're short and they have those. And normally the two countries you associate oil palms with are Indonesia and Malaysia. But you can see that in like 20 countries. But this is most common.
All right, let's go again. Right. Okay. We've got a bit of yellow in the middle, which is nice to see. We have... No, this is to go on. Okay, cool. The sun is basically right above us, but in the north. Oh, we do have some text. Okay, I'm not making much sense of that. I mean, Santi sounds sort of more Spanish Portuguese, so it's another tricky round. It's another tricky round. Is there any kind of little clues that I might be missing anywhere? Because at the moment, I still don't know. I mean, I think I've got to go over this side.
I kind of want to ask one leading question here. It wouldn't give much away. In fact, it might not help you at all. What side of the road do you reckon we're driving on? Because that could be helpful here.
You always catch me forgetting about the roads. So I believe this is the back of the vehicle. So that means we're driving on the left. Oh gosh. But now I need to now I need to know what to do with that. I can't remember if any of these countries drive on the left, but I know that some over here do. Perhaps as I see these kind of little, like these kind of vegetation, maybe that is more of a Asia area as well. Was it Vietnam that drove on the left? It's a bit of a wild one, but you know what? He's gone Vietnam. Okay, it's Indonesia.
We can save maybe driving direction stuff for another time. But yeah, Vietnam is on the right, Indonesia's on the left. Good to know.
Oh, no. Any clues for this one then? Anything I missed out on? Oh, he would have been helpful. Where'd he come from?
Yeah, so Indonesia will normally have the yellow center line. They'll be driving on the left. Really commonly, you'll see the black bonnet on the Google car in Indonesia. That's the back with the brake light. And the front will have like a bit of black. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. See, I don't even see that. That just looks like a road texture to me.
Apart from that, I mean, there are clues here, but they're all like relatively difficult. So I think we just move forward. It was a hard round.
I'm definitely being challenged this game.
Last episode, you got all the freebies. This time, not so much.
Exactly. Okay, there might be a bit more to work out here.
Yeah.
I like the look of this. Right. So, off the bat, this feels like France to me, is what I would say. Ooh, we got yellow on the other side. Oh no, can I remember what that is? Italy comes to mind, but I think Italy is blue on both sides. Is this Portugal? Is Portugal the yellow? I think Portugal's the yellow license plate. I'm locking it in.
Yeah, it was Portugal.
Does this count as Portugal?
It certainly does.
Phew.
Well remembered. I was stressing out because back in the video I did called I Trolled Jack, a GeoGuessr, I gave you a false hint that the yellow thing is in Italy, and you believed me. That one's like, no way that comes to bite us back in the ass 6 months later. It's all good. It's all good. So you got two. Nice.
We're off the mark. All right, another round with lots to look at, which is this would suggest we are in Romania, but do I want to base just off that? Yeah, I have to, right? It's right there. There's a chance it's like a Romanian restaurant, but the fact that it looks like we've got kind of an EU thing there, like this might be an embassy. Oh, wait, well, that's a bad thing.
Neither confirming nor denying, but that would be a bad thing in theory.
So now as I look around, I'm trying to compare the words. I think I go... Do I go? Yeah, I go Romania. There's a flag. Nice. Okay. Phew. It's such a risk where you see a really obvious clue and then talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, I think it's better to just trust them in general. I would say with embassies, of course, they're normally just in capital cities, so this was clearly
it didn't strike you as an embassy, did it?
Yeah, it was a small town, I guess. Are you into car brands at all, Jack? Do you care about that?
Yeah, I'm not an expert, but I do know a fair few car brands.
Just move forward one step here, or maybe two, because we should be able to see one of the... Yeah, this one here. The taxi off to the right. This is a Romanian car brand called the Dacia.
Oh, there is a .ro as well, but I don't think I'd have caught that, would I?
It was not visible, but the Dacia was visible. It's like this logo, which kind of has like a smiley face on it. That is extremely common. Maybe like 1 in every 4 or 5 cars in Romania is a Dacia.
And is that common with this particular, like, stripe, or is that just specific to
No,
this
that's
car?
just the branding.
Okay, fair.
Also, excellent to remember that Romanian is a Romance language. It looks like Italian.
Got you.
Nice guess.
We'll move
Good
on.
job trusting the flag.
Let's see, can I get number 3? Okay, it's looking nice. We've got a nice amount of things in front of me.
Plenty to go on.
No more just random roads. Okay, so obviously I know that it is Europe. Off the bat, it's got that sort of more Eastern European vibe. The little churches and that sort of thing. Hello. Got me yellow and me blue. But I can't quite remember if that tells me anything. Yeah, we are driving on the left, aren't we? Which is not that common for Europe. But maybe this car's overtaking me. Because that's the back. So we are driving on the right. And that looks like a Romanian flag again. What is going on? Right, what a roller coaster that was. I think I just go Romania again. Yeah, I'm going Romania again.
You remember I was mentioning about the sheet metal roofs as well. We had some of those again, which I said Romania, Ukraine, and Russia.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I need to make sure to check those roofs.
I'm going to introduce you to a big piece of tech. Maybe you've heard people talk about this before. You probably, if you've watched my videos, you've probably seen me mention it. Holy poles. Does that mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't actually.
So you can see this pole's got holes.
These
in
fellas. Oh, I do recognize them actually. Now you say
Okay,
it.
3 countries. It's extremely important that you remember the 3 countries in Europe that love holy poles. Number 1, Poland. Probably loves them the most out of the 3.
Holy poles, Poland.
Yeah,
okay.
that's an easy one. Distinct poles in Poland. Number 2, Hungary. I guess they got hungry in Hungary. They ate some bites out of it. You know, they made some holes. And number 3 is Romania.
There's not a fun mnemonic for Romania.
In general, they like to paint them white at the bottom in Romania, so that's a good, freebie.
These cars are just overtaking, aren't they?
Yeah, just overtaking. The good that you recognize that, but I mean,
Phew.
I think with these houses, you wouldn't have been really able to go UK or Malta.
Streak number 3. Ooh, here we go.
Okay.
So, right, meters, cool. With this kind of dirt, I think I just go Brazil and I move on. Yeah, I'm going Brazil.
Okay.
Phew.
Super.
Phew. I think I've got the orange dirt locked in.
Yeah, the orange dirt is super useful. I mentioned that we had those poles that look like the Chilean ones that have the one section inside them. We had them here, except you can see the Brazilian ones, they have indents. The indent has sections itself.
Yes, I see that.
Good send. 4 in a row. We're making our way
That's not too bad.
up.
That's not bad. So what's my record? Is it 5? It is, isn't it?
5 is the record.
Okay, right. So this is where the comments always hate me because I get Japanese mixed up with other areas, but that's Japan. I feel like this color of blue is associated with sort of Japanese signage as well. Yeah, I don't want to overthink it. I think I'll just go for Japan. Yeah, let's go for it.
Ooh, back on 5, Jack.
Nice, here we go. Okay, so we could have a record.
We certainly could. We had arrows pointing to the road there, which denote that it's a high snowfall area, namely Hokkaido, where you get these arrows that point down to the road. Can you see that? It's off to the right.
Where's the arrows, sorry?
Above the road.
Oh, these things. Oh, okay.
The Hokkaido snow arrow points to the edge of the road.
It says there as well.
Well, it does say that after you play it around, yeah. A nice little hack for people who've already finished their geoguess rounds.
All right, can I beat my new record? Ooh.
Bit more in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, this looks troublesome. So, this, off the bat, would strike me as a Russia. We don't see any clues to Europe. It's got that kind of cold vibe that some areas of Russia do. Same with this car. The roads are quite bad. And I remember that being a big thing. You know, you said that really often suggests that it is Ukraine. However, it is a particularly rural road we're on, so it's not sort of definitive. Don't see any metal plates on roofs. But then there isn't an EU blue, so I guess that would get rid of Ukraine. Shall I just go Russia? I feel like I learned something ages ago about... I feel like you told me that it was really bad weather when they did most of the coverage in Bulgaria. But maybe I'm slightly misremembering that. But I guess it's actually quite nice weather here. It's just recently been cold. I I'm gonna stop faffing about and I'm gonna click Russia and hope for the best. Let's see it.
No.
Oh no, Bulgaria, no.
That was a crazy shot. You almost pulled that out, bro. That would have been crazy. This road would have been very poor for Russia. In Bulgaria, also, you get a lot of roads like this. The back of this car, it probably didn't actually have a blue strip, you're right. Whereas normally Bulgaria does. But can you see that white sticker?
Yeah, this one.
That white sticker is like kind of the equivalent of a blue strip that allows European cars to travel between countries. Maybe sometimes in Great Britain you see them as well. If
Yes,
a car
I do.
drives to Europe, maybe they have to put a sticker like that one, right? That is probably the reason why there wasn't a blue strip here. Just something interesting. You probably don't normally see that in Russia, but I don't know, maybe it's possible. And number 3, you correctly identified that we were not looking at sheet metal roofs. And these indeed were real tiles. And Bulgaria, almost every house is real tiles. Same with Serbia. And yes, you remembered, the coverage like this is the Bulgarian coverage. Indeed so.
So close to going for it and beating my record again.
That would have been a pretty insane one. 5 again, and I would say off a harder seed. So I'm happy with that, Jack. I'm happy.
True, yeah. I still feel like this is progress, even though the number hasn't actually gone up. All right, let's leave this episode here. That was really fun, though. I enjoyed this, and do you know what? I love learning all these little tips and tricks. Thank you very much for teaching me.
It's almost like it's a fun game.
So true, so true. Guys, please do subscribe. We know a bunch of you are watching, and you haven't actually clicked the button yet. How do you feel about that, Oscar?
I'm shaking my head in sheer disappointment at such individuals' reprehensible behavior.
It's absolutely outrageous, to be honest, so please fix that. Thank you very much, and we will catch you both next time.
Goodbye.